going to take some of that bacon grease left over from the bacon I cooked and put it in the bottom of this cast iron skillet. And then we're going to put it in the oven and preheat it along with the oven. Now the recipe calls for pork rinds, but I'm using these cracklings, which you should be able to find in most grocery stores. And you got to have some buttermilk. The recipe also calls for baking powder. If you're using regular cornmeal, you want to use this because it doesn't have baking powder in it. However, I'm using cornmeal mix, which already has the baking powder in it, but I'm going to go ahead and use some baking powder anyway, and we'll see how it works. I'll make sure and post the recipe for y'all down in the information box. Alright, let's start off with 2 cups of cornmeal in a stainless steel mixing bowl. And then the baking powder, I'm using 4 teaspoons. And we're going to mix that up real good. I'm speeding this up for convenience. 2 eggs, 1, and there's 2. Mix that up. I'm going to add just about a tablespoon of the leftover baking grease. And in goes the buttermilk, about 1 3/4 cups. Mix that up real good. And last but not least, the cracklings. The oven is preheated, so we're going to take this pan out of here and we're going to add our batter. And you can almost hear it sizzle when you pour it in there. Now let's add some bacon to the top of that. And back in the oven it goes for 30 more minutes or until golden brown. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. Will you look at that? Now we're going to use the toothpick test, and that tells me it is done. Yes sirree boy. I can't wait to cut into that. Now when you flip it over on a plate, it ought to just come right out of there, and it does. And what I love about cast iron, you just wipe it out and it's ready for the next use. Now that's some good eating right there, folks. Now if you're not used to Southern cuisine, you might not find this too appetizing, but you can crumble this stuff up in a bowl and put you some buttermilk over top of that, and it don't get no better than that. Now this is the way my grandpa used to eat it before he had his heart attack. Well folks, this brings another cooking session to a close. I hope you give this recipe a try. I do want to thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel and watching this video.